Hello and welcome to our weekly inspiration. Today is our, if you're watching it in 2022, this is our last weekly inspiration meeting in 2022. And it's dedicated to our New Year event that we're, if you're watching now in 2022, this is about a new year, a new resolution and what we're looking. But it will be good in any other day, no matter when you're watching it. I'm Alina Smolyansky, a certified instructor of NeuroGraphica. But I decided to use today this ancient Buddhist and Hindu symbol Unalome, which means reaching, seeking and reaching clarity, wisdom, evolution, higher place, no matter when you think about higher place. And why this idea came to me with this at the time when everybody is celebrating Christmas associated with Christmas tree, it's because of its shape and meaning. So if you look at the two shapes, the tree, you can always imagine as a triangle, mountain, pyramid, and that's a symbol of ascent, and from low to higher. So, and then also the tree, when it used evergreen, it also cycle of nature and everlasting life. And if you look now again, if you look on a Unalome, the way you draw it, it also will be included in a triangular shape. So the meaning of this symbol. So if you're seeking a calmer mind or sense of inner peace, it's a wonderful drawing to create. So that, and it means that we're reaching from, there is a lot of confusion as we're coming out. And then finally we're reaching a path. We're not running into circles anymore, but we're on a path that leads us. It's winding, it's not a straightforward path to our evolution as whatever we associate, whatever we think about it in our life. So if you, that's also meaning overcoming daily struggles and highlighting the path towards our goals. The symbol shows that this difficult path finally straightens and we reach our goal, our achievement, whatever we aspire to. So with this, we can start drawing. And I suggest using and turning your page in vertical position to highlight that send the vertical orientation. And before we begin, I would like to remind you that if you're completely new to NeuroGraphica, if this is your one of the first videos you're watching, we're using the three elements that are essential in NeuroGraphiCart and NeuroGraphica. The first one is the neurographic line, the line that doesn't repeat itself. So that's first the beginning that you know. It's not done. Close your eye. You may close your eyes, but remember that the pattern doesn't repeat itself. It's nothing repeats itself in nature. It may be similar, but not the same. So for example, if you have a path, like a straight line, I just slightly move my hand. And all my attention is focused on the line. There's more to it, but for the beginning, just make sure that it doesn't create any pattern, like for example, wave, which is repetition, are the same. We're like reinforcing old habits, old beliefs. It's something that we're maybe not reinstating what we already know. So, but if we desire any change in our life, I suggest learning how to draw the neurographic line. That's overcoming stereotypical thinking. And next very important element is, of course, the element of principle of rounding. So if we have a line that crosses the two, where those corners will round, meaning that we soften this effect. Two reasons. Firstly, we connect. So if every line represents a thought, an impulse in your brain, so the more power we get, the more connection we get. So it's not so much about the number of neurons in our brain, but how many connections they form. So every of these connection represent every of the surrounding represent connection. And also it's associated that we do not want to create any sharp angles, which is increase our anxiety and lack of calm. So that's all I explained in the courses, but for now you just make it sure that we soften the corners and create connect different elements. Connection about elements. So if you have a few elements, like for example in neurographic drawing, we make sure that they're all connected. There are no separate elements in NeuroGraphica. So all the elements in NeuroGraphica are connected. So we don't drop the lines in the middle of there anywhere. Just try to extend them closer to the edge of the page. Okay. So and if you like decorating, you may include some tasteful decoration in this drawing. So this is the main element, and you from now you can take your drawing anywhere you want. And based on my model, you can decorate it more or less. It's not pure neurographic. It's more like neurographic art and even NeuroArt, more relaxed version of neurographic. But it has a effect of creating this inner peace. Okay? And let's begin. I'm going to draw with a black marker today, and you are welcome to choose any color you want. So now position right probably about a third height of the page. Okay. About the third. I put a dot and I start drawing a spiral. First, I suggest you can do it with a pencil, and then you can outline. So the rules about the spiral. When we turn, it is considered turning counterclockwise. Left is feminine, and turning clockwise is a masculine spiral in this particular model. And I will, there's some other meaning by spiral, and I start left to the left. I trust my hand, so I have enough, and I also watch my hand. Okay, and now I start loops, and they're narrowing as I'm in top. And eventually become a straight line. So that's my symbol. You can see it has a kind of triangular shape, and that's the main drawing for our club. So what else? In addition, if you can start applying neurographic line, turning into NeuroGraphica drawing. And you also use important, very much important, the intention behind your drawing. So my intention is my, as I said, evolution, and that's what, and I'm working on my my deepest desire, achieving this clarity, which I explain like knowing myself, knowing my true self. That's my greatest. You can start rounding. So, and when you think about, like first working on a drawing, when you think about your reaching your goal, your desire, spiral, what will help you? So you're not alone in this world. And as this one, our symbolic Christmas tree, I'm thinking of what gifts I would like to place under my tree that will help me on my path to reach it towards the top. And I can make them shapes. I can make them as squares or circles. So that represent my gifts that I'm placing under this tree, symbolic tree. So it's very important for me, like right now. You know, faith is in my actions. It's another one, maybe confidence. You can write, you can remember what they were. You can overlap on NeuroGraphica. Support. Support the foundation from my knowledge, also support my family. That's the gift. And I don't know, I may place a few more, which I don't know which one are they now. Okay. I think I know what I want. I want a desire, and I can represent it as another triangle, strong drive. And of course, and for some I don't know what else, but I would like to put something, maybe a miracle, something that when we call, we don't know what it is. And when it comes, it's like a miracle. It's like a also idea of triangles, combination of triangles. So when it's not everything, yeah, but then when we draw like this, You may ask, what about like, you see, they're like a few figures that are together. If you first time if you working with rectangles, triangles, sorry, and the rectangles, they have corners. Please make sure that you round them. So no conflict. And here you can see they're all separate. They feel separate. It's like a shape, like wires. And in NeuroGraphica, what we do, we use this principle of rounding and connect them. We make a finer marker or liner and work on the details. So now they're all connected by this rounding. And I can add more lines, fine lines, make it stronger connection. So the more lines in NeuroGraphica, the better, the stronger the drawing. And I also connect the figures between themselves with those fine lines and with the environment. It's like the area around, I would say. Making my connection stronger. Especially around corners in the sharp corners in the triangles. Another idea, if you're drawing lines from a spiral, you can also create a leap, quantum leap from one level to another, but always in the direction of the spiral. And now it's a time for us to decorate the tree. We can always include various elements, like some of them here. I'm feeling like I need maybe a few circles. Circles always support, and I'm looking in this. I need support here, so I would like to have them something small, but I also integrate them in the drawing with the existing loop. So I do not know what they are. There's just a decoration, something that along the way, and maybe to support. Circle is always a source of energy and support. And the lines on the outside. So that create the shape of the tree. So white base and including maybe some stars, some anything you can think about. Like for example, I can turn one, so the top into a star. Star. It's almost like a combination of four triangles. And I will also do some rounding on my drawing. So I will pause this video and we will reconnect in a few minutes. So I rounded most of my corners and now it's time to strengthen our tree and a sign symbol with additional lines. So let's remember that that's because it's still a tree, even if it's presented as a symbol. So all the lines in direction of the growth ascent from the bottom up. Also fine line to indicate our connection to the trees, connected to our environment. I mean, and the lines, they also can use colors. Empowering my tree. With some decorations. It's sacred geometry. Star. We can have a crescent now. So use your imagination to decorate your tree and also think about what your decoration symbols represent. Also, I'd like to maybe to add colors just and work on the lines later. And of course, some the greens. Darker green. And blue also goes with green in the shady areas. Many different colors for. So here's my gift. My box is wrapped. To color everything, I just leave some. Colors can overlap. Transparent. So let's add some colors. So it's like a stronger base, more intensity. And also I would like to strengthen it with lines. They're so-called in neurographic art. NeuroGraphica, they call the field lines. And they carry most energy. But also here I use them just to strengthen this shape. Those who know they're the field lines, it's a little stronger lines. And I will use this opportunity of the tree, and the main lines probably is coming from the movement of the spiral. And you can work on the lines as much as you want. So a little bit more. So additional lines, if you're thinking how we can incorporate them, because I don't want to create extra line. So I may use the green, the color, to create source, to connect it to the background. Okay, it's nice, very simple, lacy background, maybe a little bit of darker green. So then feel like including strong black lines. It lines with colors that already exist in the drawing, particularly green and blue. So this will mostly complete my drawing, my idea. So the idea is I will work on my lines, of course, make it stronger, finish it when I feel like stronger about it, finished. The rounding, more elements, but that's up to you. With this I will leave you to your imagination, your creativity, and I look forward to seeing your drawings. I wish you all the best in the new year. If you're watching it in the new year, before New Year, and we'll see each other online. All the best to you. Thank you so much for joining, and good luck in your life and drawings.